Hey, good morning, everyone. This is Rick with Hit and Run Candlesticks. How are you? Today's date is February 13th, 2022. I am broadcasting from Page, Arizona this morning. I'm on my laptop using a pair of iPhone earbuds, so if the sound is not quite right, that's probably why. But we'll try to muddle through this and get her done. So this watch list I'm putting out, weekly charts to ponder. Also, this will be Monday's watch list. I'll be adding this to our watch list here. Okay, so Friday, well, not such a good day in the market, was it? Now, all week long, in fact, maybe even longer than a week, we've been talking about how this is a pretty dangerous area right through here. And I've been straight up honest about it. It's likely to hurt a lot of people. There are times when we just shouldn't be trading, and the trader that is successful, has been successful for a few years, knows this. So those that are trying to beat this thing right now, be very, very careful. I know it looks like the shorts are about to open a can of whoop ass on the old bears, or the bears about to open a can of whoop ass on, sorry, I was looking at something here, on the bulls. Well, it's not there yet until it's there, okay? So I think we should be a little cautious. Let's start with this right here. We're going to look at this chart, and this is just simply 4 charts. These are charts that I do look at during the day. I have them on another monitor typically, which I'm just looking at one monitor now, so I've got it here. But T2122, we're up in the overbought area. We are trying to pull back. We're below the Trendicator. The truth is, I make more money when we're up a little high than versus a little bit low. So I'm not convinced yet it's actually going to crash to the downside. We'll keep an eye on that. But right now, we'll just have to kind of see what happens here. We're to follow this chart. Just because it's overbought, just because it's oversold, doesn't mean it's a buy or a sell. T2123, I have to thank Sean for showing me this a couple years ago. This is another chart that I keep an eye on. While the T2122, I look at only the daily chart. T2123, I look at the 15-minute and hourly chart. On the 15-minute chart, you can see that we're trying to put in a little bit of a bottom here. We actually got a little bit bullish Friday, even though the market was down. So this is something I'm going to be watching here pretty close. And if this starts to break out over the Trendicator, I'm not going to be super quick to jump into shorts. Now that's really easy for me to say because I am on vacation this week and I am not going to do any trading. In fact, day one, I started off terrific with a terrific piece of cheesecake on the way to Page here. Anyway, let me do something here. There we go. The hourly chart, we're still pretty much in a downtrend. We've got a pair of dojis here. So keep an eye on that. We start to see bullishness. That could produce a reasonably good chart. Here's the VIX down here, and the VIX is up into some dangerous territory. It really is. We've made a series of higher lows, series of higher highs as well. Really, this is a good bullish chart. The VIX needs to get back down here to keep those bulls active. We start getting above, say, $30, above $40 here on the VIX, and that's going to bring us up here back to this high. When was this? March 2020 over here. We don't particularly want to be up there, but that will be awfully good for the shorts. So over here is TNX. This is the 10-year Treasury yield index, and you can see the beautiful trend that's working here. Let's see if I have these tools here. Like I say, I'm working with one let's try this again. There we go. working with one monitor, kind of difficult. You can see this nice trend, how we've been moving up, back, up, back, up, back, up, back, up. So we want to be careful with that. Nice little pullback Friday right into the T-line, also a 3/8 trap. This goes a little higher, likely the market will come down a little bit more. Okay. All right, let's take a look at some charts, and I do have a lot of them if I can figure out how to get there. There we go. I do have a lot of them, and I'm going to try to get through them pretty darn fast. So buckle up, hang tight, and let's get with it. Tesla, for you Tesla traders, Tesla's still in a downtrend. I'm looking for 691 and some change down here for a target. To make any real money on this, it's going to have to break down through, what is this? The January 28 low. But with the chart pattern here, it just doesn't look like the bulls are in town. If we do start crossing back up the Trendicator or the Trendicator turns green, all short bets are off. QCOM is another one that's looking a little short to me. We've got a blue ice failure up here. Blue ice failure is price action failing the 50-period moving average. So we've got that here. We're below the Trendicator. The T-line is below the Trendicator. It looks like we have one pretty serious top up here. Bears have really controlled this 188.80 area. So right now, 157 is looking like a target, and you can see where that drops down here on a little bit of support. And by the way, we get through this, there's a gap down here. Boom. That could be horrible for QCOM. Now, I don't expect charts to ever, I just generally don't expect them just to, just to sell off. Somewhere in here, we're going to have some kind of a relief rally, usually where there's a little bit of support. So keep that in mind, and that's a good place where, here's where I'm entering the chart maybe. We come down, I take profits, I let it bounce around, I let it relief rally, then I look for another short to the downside. That's something I'll be looking at. I say something I'm going to be looking at, again, this entire week. Valentine's Day is Monday. Happy Valentine's Day, everybody. This whole week I'm not going to be trading, but I do plan to put some videos out. Piton. Look at Piton. Now this breaks my heart. I'm serious. This really breaks my heart. Those members in the trading room, you know what I'm talking about. So Piton here looks like they might have some buyers sniffing around. We have a little bottom that has formed. We've gapped up. We've rallied. We've held. We have a small little pullback here. I got to tell you, this is looking like a bullish chart from this level. Now, Piton's full of drama. There's probably not enough money anywhere for me to trade Piton at the moment, just simply because it's full of drama, and I don't like drama in charts. So, however, it does look pretty good here. Anything above the 17 EMA or the Trendicator here, above the T-line, I'm going to be looking at 44, 47, 53. How about NEM? Anybody noticing gold out there? Gold has been rocketing pretty good here. Sorry, I just had to drink a coffee. So you can see NEM bounced off the 50-period moving average with a monster bullish engulf on pretty good volume. I'm looking for follow-through. That's what we need to see. And right now, I would probably use anything above 62.50. And for a swing trade, the first thing we have to do is we have to get through this top. But after that, 66.80, 66.40, 70.40 up there for possible targets on NEM. PSX. Hey, look, there is a crazy amount of oil charts that is looking pretty good now, and I know there's, with all the craziness with Russia and all in the oil, it's making oil a little bit jumpy. So just be careful, because if things were to change, if you're gung-ho long, and if things were to change and settle down, oil's going to drop like a rock for a while, at least come back down to earth, just even down to support. So We do want to be careful with oil here. PSX though, Phillips 66. I like the way this handled itself here. We've broken out of about $91, a nice low, high, higher low. We popped up, nice little consolidation, breakout, good volume. Looks like a good chart. Right now, I don't see any reason why we can't get up, or at least Phillips 66 try to challenge 118.50 up here, and that is the November 2019 highs over there. GDX put some gold miners out there. Again, a terrific, fantastic bullish day on Friday, and we did break through that downtrend. So I think what I would be looking for is a little simple consolidation in there. Watch for that buying. Love to see a little bit of a pullback, a little bit of a rest, then watch that buying. I'm looking at 1490 as a target. We get through that, which is November highs, 2021. And then the next target up there is likely to be 3570. I was asked here, just on a YouTube note, somebody asked me, what moving averages do I use the most of? We did a little challenge in the Hit and Run Candlestick member room last week to remove everything off the chart that let's just say slim it down. Everybody's a little different. Slim it down as much as you can. I took everything off my chart except price, the T-line, and the Trendicator. For this video, I did put the 50-period moving average back up. But I think all last week, we kept it very simple. Price, the T-line, and the Trendicator. That cleans the chart up a ton. And, if you're a price action follower, if you're a candlestick follower, if you like support and resistance, really, I think that's all you need on the chart. Keep it simple. Let's see. I want to do something. There we go. GDX. DGX. Excuse me. DGX. Here we are under the Trendicator. T-line is turning down. We've tried to rally up, and it looks like we're failing. If we can get through, say, 130.30, then 125, 116 looks like it's in the cards. So really, buying in this area makes a little sense as long as we have weakness and as long as you have price action and the candlesticks are suggesting that the sellers are on board. Here's FUTU coming off the bottom. This is a very nice chart. It's too bad the market is not the best here, but very nice chart. So I'm going to put a trend line just like that, connect that. I'm going to skip those lows, go right to this candle here. Look how we have this. Well, now we'll take this candle. Little hammer. We have a gap up. Actually, right through here, beautiful price action. And then we have a bullish engulf, and we have follow through holding above the T-line and the Trendicator, also above the 50-period moving average. So this is a rounded bottom breakout. Those that know about that strategy, it's just fantastic. It's also a 3/8 trap right now. Above 51.15, I don't see any reason why we can't get 63 up here, but we are going to have to get above that 51.15. I see buying anywhere through here. Just make sure it sets up. I know I'm going to wait for a setup. A very typical setup would be a 3/8 trap or 3/8 trap breakout. That would be very typical what I'm looking for. How about shorting some pens here? Old Pinterest. Pinterest is still in a downtrend. I just don't see the price action here working too well at the moment. We've got this bearish engulf, evening star pattern up here. We gapped down. We tried to rally up, and it looks like we're just rolling to the downside. I'm looking at $20, $17, $15 down here on weakness. As long as we stay below the Trendicator, as long as those dots remain red. MU. I've got MU on the watch list for a long. Now, I don't even begin to think that it's ready. I don't think that at all. But the chart pattern that it's built here is one I can't ignore. I just simply can't ignore this chart pattern. Low to a high to a higher low, up. Now what we need is for that rest to happen, and I need to be patient and wait for those buyers. So that's what I'll be looking for there. KDP. KDP looks short. Here's the 50-period moving average. It makes sense to get down to that area, and I think we start running into some support around 36.50 here. BBD. BBD gap down, turn the Trendicator red. Here we are rallied up. A little bit of a bearish candle on Friday under the Trendicator. I just don't see the buyers coming in just yet. Of course, if the buyers do come in and the Trendicator gets green, then it's no longer a short. We stay below the Trendicator, that's still a short. 383, high threes, and here's a high three again, 380, 370 on that short. UPS. So UPS here, this is actually what I'm going to wait for. I'm not looking to short UPS. I'm looking to go long UPS. And patience. This is one of the traits that successful traders have is they've learned the art of patience. So here we've had this big pop up. We're definitely pulling back here. Have patience. Successful traders have patience. Follow this. Just give it a go. Watch what happens. Let the buyers step in. Let the buyers do their thing. We're not into bottom picking. We're not doing that. I want this bottom to be set, do whatever it wants to do. We start to break out. Now I can go after UPS here. I could draw that a little better, to tell you the truth. Let's do this. So here we come down. Let it settle. Let it pop up. Let it pull back. And that's what we're going to look for. Settle. Bring the buyers in. Pop up and rest. And that's what I want. So maybe in a few days here. Patience. Key is patience. XP. XP's coming off the bottom here. Nice little rounded bottom coming up. We're over that 50-period moving average. This is also a rounded bottom breakout. The Trendicator has gone from red to green. Red to green. T-line's running above the Trendicator. Price is looking pretty good. Thursday and Friday, a little sloppy, but then the market, was having a horrible day. So what do we expect? Shouldn't expect everything to be gorgeous if SPY is not doing so well. So watch that buy signal above 35.05. We're looking for 37 and 40 up here. Here's the last one I have. I want to reach out and say thank you, everyone, for watching this video. I do appreciate it, making it to the end here. NC for a short, gap down, putting a little pop out of the box to the downside in. Not quite enough candles, but that's kind of where it's headed, it looks like. Weakness from here, 64.50, 62.30 might be a target. And of course, if we fall through that, that's just even better yet for the shorts there. So certainly could do that. All righty. I want to thank everybody for being here. I absolutely appreciate it. Thanks for watching the video, and stay tuned. I'll get another video out in the next day or two. Thank you very much, and good trading this week.